3-year program for undergraduates in ethics and civic life.
I remember the reaction of Debbie at the time because one of the lines in the program was certainly that it envisioned a multi-year program. It wasn't just a series of courses sophomore year, but a longer-term engagement.
I responded to a question that was a question that emerged from the Bradys themselves. They asked how we train people so well, so elegantly to be good technicians, to master a discipline, to know all the rules of the science, to all the rules of the technica of knowledge. How can we make people good?
So we were walking around the campus talking that one day. I decided, let's just stop and sit down. And we went into an empty classroom in Kresge Hall and sat down in these old student desks and started to dive into the various possibilities that I had laid out.
For me, when I was thinking about putting together different pieces of it, is the culmination of my best vision of what teaching is and what a college education should be about, which is not just an intellectual moment, not just an intellectual journey, but also to create oneself as a moral agent, to be engaged as an American citizen in the world.
And Larry talked about his experience at the U.S. Naval Academy and the importance of leadership for students. Debbie cared about her love of the humanities and how to bring students into these areas where they might not otherwise have as much positive reinforcement as in other fields which more directly lead to jobs.
The Brady program, for me, is just that place. It's what I think all college education should be, a mix of careful academic reflection, a deep knowledge of essential texts, a participation in the intellectual conversation that is the heart of the humanities.
Oh, the way it started with Dan Linzer, because he was trying to convince us to do something else. And we wanted to do something that was focused on the students, not on programs or professors or ideas like that. And Dan listened. He heard us and he listened. He said, go look over there, go try that, what about this? But then when we kept saying it, he said, all right, we'll do what you want.
That got us thinking collectively on how do we combine those in a way that creates something new and exciting. And that was the genesis of that, is listening to what they were interested in and wanted to see happen, and then thinking about, well, how does that match up with what we actually think would be great to offer our students?
It seemed to be just right. Everybody was just there when they needed to be and what they were meant to be, and it all fit together, and it's just the stars aligned.
This has certainly been the most gratifying teaching experience of my career, so I feel very lucky that the Brady program somehow or other found me.
You can see that you can make a difference. You really can make a difference, and how hard that is.
Students who have good academic credentials, but that's only one part of what makes a highly qualified Brady scholar. We're looking for a mix of personalities, backgrounds, interests, and majors. I get to know them quite well through their applications and through the interview process. And so when I walk in on the first day of class in the fall, I already know them.
And I hope they'll come to know each other and love each other and care about each other and help one another long term. I think one of the important parts of the Brady program is the cohort, that there's a group of them, 16 in each year, that are a group, a cohort, and they become, I hope, a community, and not just a group, but a community, and that they are safe with one another. They can talk to each other and say what they really think.
They come with a point of view, but they come with a very open mind and very eager to exchange views with the other Brady students and anyone else who comes to the teas. But the results are always marvelous.
So combining undergraduate, graduate, and faculty in a way that creates a community of scholarship and of thinking about how to translate that into large issues facing the world is a spectacular way for Northwestern to carry out its mission of education and research.
The students were so fantastic, so much energy, so much giftedness in a number of different ways. It's not, in the end, what you achieve. It's a life well lived.